Good morning and welcome to day 2. We are so excited about what God has been doing the past few days here at Beach Retreat, and we hope that you enjoy the second part of the assignment. Brian.
Hey, dude, how about you pay attention, all right?
If you don't get at least a C in my class, then, buddy, you're not gonna graduate. I'm gonna give you 3 extra assignments. For every assignment you complete, I'll bump you up a letter grade.
You can do that?
Yeah, of course I can. I'm the coolest teacher in school.
So, go skydiving, learn Spanish, run for class president.
Callie Summers.
What about her?
You're gonna ask her out.
Callie. Hey, I'm Brian.
Yeah, I know. We have a few classes together.
6, well, 7, if you count study hall. That's not the point. I was wondering if maybe in the future you would go on a date with me. Sorry.
No, wait. Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, I'll go out with you. When? Where?
Friday. I'll pick you up at 8.
Okay, just Facebook for me and I'll send you my address.
What just happened? Okay, so today, something amazing happened. Incredible. I have a date with, wait for it, Callie Summers. Yeah. Didn't see that one coming.
Waited on the wrong side of your door. 'Cause when you said to stay, I listened. Till then the music faded and I left. And you got mad for that apparent reason. You said, go, go, don't come back. Go, go, don't come back. Don't come here no more.
Still cannot believe that I'm sitting here with you right now. I mean, what would make you want to go on a date with someone like me?
Well, you are the first guy that's ever asked me out face to face.
Really?
Yeah, which is half the reason why I did say yes.
Half the reason? What's the other half?
You said, go, go, don't come back. Go, go, don't come back. Don't come here no more.
I don't know what I'm looking at here. Like, first of all, why do you look like that? And secondly, why are you with this guy? I mean, if you should be with anybody, it should be this guy.
Seriously, stop it, Tevin.
Shut up. You don't understand how much I hate you right now. Like, I literally hate you. I want to punch you in the
Listen to
face
him.
so hard right now. All right, we'll see you both in lit class tomorrow. Call me.
Wow.
Sorry. He kind of hates me.
Just ignore Tevin. He thinks we have school tomorrow.
One time I heard that Mr. Russell climbed Mount Everest. Like when he was like 21. I'm not sure I believe it though. But there's one thing I do believe. I just went on a date with Callie Summers.
And the halo will break your soul free.
Thank you, Johnny, for that enlightening haiku. All right, excellent finish to today. Not really, but thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey, Brian, how's it going? Heard you passed the first assignment. Nice job. Man, I'm proud of you, you know, but you're just getting started. Let's see here. The Get to Know You essay from the beginning of the year. Oh, here it is. Your biggest fear is public speaking. Okay, well, you know what? Come here. Let's see. I want you to show up to this address on Thursday night, and I want you to bring your best 5 minutes of stand-up.
What, stand-up comedy?
Yeah, it's a tough crowd too. So you need to be there at 8 p.m. sharp. All right, I got a conference, I'm out.
Oh man, I'm pumped to get you here alone, man. Like seriously, thrilled. Hey, what you working on there, buddy? Stand-up jokes? Are you kidding me? So you comedian now? Hey, I got a joke for you, buddy. What'd the awesome guy say to the stupid idiot?
I don't know,
He said, I'm gonna bring down devastation on you like you've never known. You're gonna scream and wail as I pound that idiot face of yours. He also said
This is a pretty long joke.
He also said that no idiot like you is gonna date a girl like Callie Summers if the awesome guy has anything to do with it.
You are awesome.
You're lucky I have fencing lessons or I'd tear you in half.
I won't fall apart, no. I won't dig through hearts for gold like you want me to. I don't tolerate no man.
All right, ladies and gents, let's see what we have next. Brian, I see you in the back there. Come on up here, buddy. All right, looks like we're looking at 073. 073, anybody?
I got it. Bingo.
All right, Mrs. Henderson, way to go. That's 2 weeks in a row, man. Folks, she is on fire, I'm telling you what. And let's give her a round of applause. She just had her 15th grandchild. Unbelievable. That's what the pink balloons are for. It's great. If I got one vice, it's calling bingo. That and Hot Pockets.
I can't do this. I'm not.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take 5, and we've got a special treat tonight. I want to take a break from my normal comedic stand-up here with you all and introduce to you Mr. Brian Crane, the comedic styles of Mr. Brian Crane. Let's do this, buddy. Get your seat here.
Hey. I'm Brian. All right, who's ready to laugh? So, what the green grape say to the purple grape? He said, "Breathe." So, who likes to eat at 4? Show of hands.
I couldn't believe it when you walked into the room. I had to look twice just to see if in fact you were real. You smiled and you said hello, and I couldn't believe that I had it together. We melting completely.
Hello?
Hey, Brian, it's Callie.
Callie?
Why did I just get a video of you doing stand-up comedy?
What? How?
From my grandma. Hello?
Tonight was terrible. But Callie called me. Can't believe she saw it, but let alone her grandma. I hope the video goes viral. Be good for my story. And Mr. Russell is pretty cool.
Just you and me.
Well, as you just saw, Brian had a huge assignment. His job and his assignment was to ask Callie Summers out. And that in itself is crazy because if you look at Brian, not judging him, but if you look at Brian, he's kind of a nerdy guy. He's kind of, very self-conscious about himself. And then you have Callie, very beautiful girl, very popular, and so many friends. And so his task and his assignment is to ask Callie out. And so what does he do? He goes and he does it. He's walking down the hallway and he sees her. And he is so awkward and so nervous. And all of Callie's friends are looking at her like, what is this guy doing? And he goes for it. He just says, hey, will you go out with me? And she pauses, he waits, he walks away as you just saw, and she says yes. And he is so excited. He is pumped, he's fired up. He gets pushed by homeboy and he doesn't even realize it happens, but he just leaves that moment and he walks away and he goes back to the video camera and he says, I did it. I have a date with Callie. And then he goes and he picks her up and they go on their date and he is on cloud 9. He is so excited about that. And you know what? If you look in Matthew 14, we see somebody who is also very excited about what they are doing. And this is Peter. Here's what just happened. So Jesus is like, hey guys, I need you to get in your boat. I need you to go away for a little bit because I need some alone time. Jesus didn't have much of that. And so he went alone and he got up on the hillside and he started praying for a little bit while his boys, the disciples, are out in a boat in the middle of the sea. And then at 4 o'clock in the morning, the boys wake up and they see Jesus walking toward them. Actually, they don't realize it is Jesus. They think it's a ghost and are freaking out. I mean, that's exactly what I would be doing if I was in a boat in the middle of the ocean and there was somebody walking on water toward me. I would be screaming. I'd be like, let's go. Let's get out of here. And they are going crazy. Then all of a sudden, you hear a voice. So this ghost is now talking to the guys in the boat. It says, hey, it's me. It's Jesus. And then Peter, who was the guy of the group who was constantly talking, always the mouth, he says, okay, bet. If it's you, tell me to come out to you. Tell me to walk on the water toward you. And Jesus says, all right, come on. And then Peter, he gets out of the boat and he starts walking on the water toward Jesus. I mean, can you imagine that? For just put yourself in that moment. You walking on water. Like right now, what if you left your condo, you went out to the ocean, you just started walking on the water? You would be excited. You'd be like, hey, look at me. You'd say, get your phones out. You'd be videoing it. You'd be telling everybody, tweeting it, Instagram. You'd be on your story and you would be excited. And we see Brian is the same place right now. Brian has gotten out of his boat. He's gotten out of his comfort zone. He asked Callie out and he is fired up. He is walking on water at this moment. And then Brian's next assignment is for him to do stand-up comedy. So again, his teacher says, Brian, you're going to meet me here and you're going to do stand-up comedy. And so he leaves and he goes straight to this, I don't know what you call it, an old people's place. They're hanging out. They're doing bingo. I don't really know what it's called. And he starts doing stand-up comedy and nobody's laughing at all. Like they're not laughing with him. They're not laughing at him. They're just staring at him. And then Brian leaves and he is so defeated because he heard nothing. He saw nothing. He started really thinking about, I'm a failure. I'm not good at anything. Because again, when you see him, he is already self-conscious about himself. And right here in this moment, we have him against a wall. He's upset. He's down. He's defeated. But then he gets that phone call and he looks at it and he is like, it's Callie. And you can see it. He is excited again. He's like, oh, hey, Callie. And she says, hey, I just saw a video of you doing stand-up. And he's like, oh, no. But really in the back of his mind, he's excited about it. So much so, he hopes that video goes viral. It changed his everything because of that one phone call that kind of pulled him up out of the junk and out of the spot that he was in because he felt like a failure. So let's go back to Peter, excited about being on the water. Peter's excited, and then he starts to look around, and then he starts to hear things, and then he starts to see things that really start to bring him down. So Peter starts to sink, literally. At that moment, sinks. His eyes came off of Christ and he started to sink. And so what does he do? Is he starts screaming, it doesn't really say he starts screaming, but I guarantee he's help, help, help. And then what does Jesus do? Is he reaches out his hand and he pulls him out of that water. Some of you right here, you may feel the same way as Peter and Brian. You may feel like you are drowning. And I want to encourage you, you are in a place right now where you have people sitting right next to you, to your left and to your right. Man, they want to help you. They have probably been in the same place you are at right now. Your condo leader has a moment that they most likely can tell you about where they have been drowning, if you will. They've been going through a hard time, and then they looked up and they saw Jesus and they saw what he was doing. And so don't miss this moment. Don't get back on the bus at the end of the week without seriously dealing with the things that you have inside, with dealing with the thought of you drowning. Reach up right now. Maybe when this is over, you just say, hey, here's what I'm dealing with. Take time today. And condo leaders, I want to encourage you, let's be real. Open up to a moment that you saw Jesus, a moment where you took your eyes off of Jesus, you started hearing the wind, you started seeing the waves, and you started to drown. Because guys, it's normal. Everybody has these moments in life. And you know what? This is the place where you can deal with it. So when you get back on that bus and you get back home after this, you have a way that you are back and focused on Jesus.